What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to part 16 of our Medabots Metabee version walkthrough. In the previous video, we made our way to Medabot Island. We have to return here because we did get more news that the Rubberobo gang has some kind of base here, and they also kidnapped someone. So we're going to try and find where their secret base is and hopefully put an end to them for once and for all. We did get the periscope Medabot in the last episode, so that allows us to surf kind of thing. And here we have just made our way back to the witch's castle. It looks like the Select Corps tried to stop us, but then the Phantom Renegade himself came to our rescue. We now surfed across the little bit of water that was blocked, and we have found some of the kids that have been kidnapped. To our surprise, Hachiro is also down here, but then the next moment a guard arrives out of nowhere and we are forced to battle them. After defeating the guards, the kids can now be freed, so we did rescue some of the kids, but I'm guessing we still have to find where the rest of the Rubberobo gang are. So we're going to continue exploring the witch's castle, and today's episode is a bit long, but it is an important episode. Here we have also found the Dark Master again, who we have battled, and once you defeat the Dark Master, a staircase going downstairs will be revealed. We made our way downstairs, and yes, it looks like we have found one of the main areas where the Rubberobo gang members are hanging out. So we're going to try and make our way there and battle them. And in today's episode, you are going to encounter loads of wild Medabot fights. They are super annoying, but if you guys did follow my advice the first time we made our way to Medabot Island, I recommended that you played that game at the little arcade to get the tokens so you can skip the wild Medabot fights. If you did do that, you will be really grateful in today's episode. If you didn't, you're going to be super annoyed. But don't give up the fight. We are now busy taking on the Rubberobo leader, Gillgirl, who's got an absolutely insane Medabot team. This main Medabot of hers can pretty much knock out any Medabot in 1 or 2 blows, but its attack only hits if you are not facing it. So if you're returning back and she attacks, you will get hit. If you're running towards it, then the attack will miss. But eventually we do defeat her just because time ran out. But she is one of the toughest battles in the game for me. And as I said earlier, this episode is super important because it is the second to last episode. That's right, in the next episode we will complete the main storyline of the game. So it's been quite a journey and taken us quite a while, but I'm excited to wrap up the storyline and see how this game ends. So do stay tuned for next week's episode. It will be the final episode of our Medabots Metabee walkthrough. Whilst exploring the Rubberobo's base down here, we encountered the Phantom Lady, and now we have just found some of our schoolmates. So we're going to chat to them, and it looks like they might help us get further into the HQ here. So we're going to chat to our friends and see if they can work out how to open some of the doors, because a lot of the doors are locked and need codes. So there are a few puzzles in today's episode, and this is where the first one begins. As you can see, there are a whole bunch of machines here, and if you go and chat to them in random orders, they're all mixed up. But they will provide you some information, and a Rubberobo gang member will pop out. So you do have to go and interact with all of them. And as a Rubberobo member pops out, he will give you a bit of information. I recommend that you write those numbers down because you are going to need them later on for the quiz. I did write all the numbers down because they are kind of like math problems that they give you. So if you don't remember the numbers, you're not going to get them right. So we are just interacting with all the machines in any order and trying to find all the information from the Rubberobo gang members. But then after you have found all the Rubberobo gang members, you will find some machines that ask you questions relating to the information that they gave you. So do go through all of the questions, and then eventually, once you complete and answer all the questions correctly, you will get some specific code which will help open the door. So it does take a bit of time, but if you just go through all the machines and all the information from the Rubberobo gang members and write them down in order, which was the first, second, third, fourth, and so on, then you will be able to answer the other questions really easily. And now we're going to go back to our gang here, and they're going to try and unlock the first door. We've given them all the information from those machines, and now it looks like we can proceed through. As we enter the next room, we encounter another Rubberobo gang leader, Squidguts. So we're going to take him on for a battle. We found Squidguts to be way easier than Gillgirl, but I suppose it all depends on your Medabot team. Depending on the types of Medabots you've chosen in your team, certain battles will be easier or more difficult. But we did defeat Squidguts, and then all of a sudden they all ran off. So we chased after them, but then another door locked behind them, so we aren't able to follow them through. But if you come and search the bookcase here, you will find a vent that we can actually climb through. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to enter the vent and try and make our way through and drop out the other side, and then we won't have to go through that door. As we make our way out of the vent, we enter some kind of a room with a bunch of beds. So I don't know if this is like the hospital area, but you can walk through, and you have to battle all three of the Rubberobo gang members here in order to progress through the next door. So we've just returned to battle the one that we missed. After defeating them, you will be able to go through the door, and then we will find Squidguts here again. We are going to re-battle Squidguts and hopefully defeat him, but like I said, in today's episode there are tons of battles, so just be prepared for it. You have to be patient. You're probably going to battle Squidguts twice and also Gillgirl twice, and there's loads of wild Medabot encounters. I've just skipped them in this video, otherwise it would just be way too long, but it is a lot of work. After defeating Squidguts, you will find a letter on the table. So we inputted the code that was on the letter, but apparently we need a few other passwords to open this door. That was just one or two of the codes. So now we're going to try and find another letter. Hopefully if we can get another letter or two, we will have all the passwords. So yes, we go downstairs and battle Gillgirl again. She is disguised as another character. But if you are able to defeat her, there is another envelope on the desk, and that will give you the remaining codes. So we're going to go back and see if those codes will now work. We enter the code, but then a Medabot Guardian arrives that we're forced to battle. We try and enter the next code, and another Guardian arrives, so you have to defeat the Guardians twice. After that, you can proceed down the stairs, and that will take us to the next puzzle where all of the floor tiles are mixed up. So whatever direction you push is not the actual direction, but I have given you the codes on the screen. So to make your way through, you're going to push up, right, down, left, and then A to click to interact with the person or the door. So that is how you make your way through. I do recommend that you follow these instructions, otherwise you might get really lost. It's really confusing. And in order to go through this door, we actually have to equip a special head Medabot. So we have done that, and then we have to push left and right to go down out of the first puzzle area. But it's not over. The puzzles get way worse. We're going to open the second door where again we need a new head Metabot. So we equip that Metabot and open the door, but then we have a massive puzzle ahead. I will show you all the codes on screen to work your way through, but first you need to get in line with the Rubberobo gang member here, and that's where you're going to start. So you're going to push down, up, down, and A to talk to him. And after talking to him and facing a Rubberobo gang member, he will run off, and then you will push up, down, 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 up, down, and then A to interact with the box. Here you will find some money. Then you will push left, right, right, left, down, down, up, down, and A to talk to the Rubberobo gang member again. Again, you will face another Rubberobo gang member. Then you will push up, up, down, left, right, down, left, up, left, left, and A. So there are a lot of puzzles and a lot of battles. And then the next step is to push left, up, right, down, 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 left, down, right, up, down. So then you'll be able to talk to the Rubberobo gang member again, but then he will push you back onto the puzzle. It's actually Koji that pushes you, so we aren't completely done yet. Next up, you're going to push right, up, down to get off the puzzle finally, and then we will find another one of the leaders of the Rubberobo gang, Shrimplips. But before we can reach him, he sends a whole bunch of guardians at us, so we are going to battle them, I think 3 or 4 times. It's really annoying, but then Koji will help us. He will one by one take out some of the Rubberobo gang members. I did warn you guys that there are loads of battles in today's episode, but our Kabuto medal has just leveled up and changed, so we should have our 3rd Metaforce attack unlocked now. Eventually, we do get to face Shrimplips himself, so that's what we're going to do now. We're about to take him on in a battle, and again, he wasn't as difficult as Gillgirl for us, but Shrimplips was really tough too. His Medabots had high defense. And eventually we defeated him because time ran out and we were ahead. We caused more damage to his team than he did to ours. That's how we won a lot of the battles in today's episode. And here we have entered another room where there's a whole bunch of chests and there's a conveyor belt there, but we can't seem to turn it on. We head down south and find another Rubberobo gang member who steals something from Erica and jumps into the water. So this is actually Seaslug, another leader of the Rubberobo gang. After that, he gives us a switch and then we search the water for Erica's item. We search the water and find Erica's medal and return it to her, so that's what Seaslug actually stole. But then I recommend that you search the water again because there are quite a few items in here that you can pick up. After that, we do get a code to turn on those conveyor belts, which will take us to the main area. So we enter the code and turn on the conveyor belts. But we're going to end off the episode here. Thanks for watching.